All right, everyone. So I am going to make another dessert, and this is one that you can just munch on or whatever. But this is going to be a two-ingredient fudge. And I made this a couple years ago, and I haven't made it since, and I don't know why, because it's good. So all you need for this is one 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. And just on the ingredients in the back, just make sure the only ingredients are milk and sugar. So that's one 14-ounce can and one 12-ounce bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And it has to be semi-sweet, otherwise it doesn't set well. Okay, so that's all we're going to use. Besides that, I have an 8x8 dish, and you want to put parchment paper in there, and you want to make sure you have enough parchment paper that it overlaps. That way you can just pull the fudge out. So if you don't line it, then you're going to have a hard time cutting it and getting it out. So all right, so this is pretty easy. We're going to open up our sweetened condensed milk, and it's going to kind of look like a real thick milky texture. And we want to put all that in there. And I've got some crushed up walnuts too that I'll probably add to it. You can add anything you want. So this is not a fudge that you bake. This is just a quick two-ingredient fudge that you'll just put in the refrigerator for about an hour to set. And that's it. Alright. Let's throw in our chocolate chips. And you'll be using the whole bag, and that's a 12-ounce bag. You just want to mix that up together. And you're going to put this in a microwave for 30 seconds at a time. And if you have to go longer than a minute, then you only want to put it in for 15 seconds at a time. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and put in for our first 30 minutes. We'll take it out and mix it and see if it's ready. Okay, so here's our first 30 seconds. I just want to mix that around. You can see some of the chocolate chips are melting. I doubt if the whole thing will melt, but it's doing a pretty good job. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in for another 30, and that should be the only time I need to put it back in, because the chocolate chips are melting pretty good right now. Alright, let's get this mixed really quick, because if you let it sit too long, it starts to set, gets really thick. So this is going to do the trick. Now, if you have to go longer than a minute, you only want to do it for 15 seconds at a time afterwards, because you don't want to burn your chocolate chips, because they will start to clump up. I couldn't say that right. All right, so I'm going to throw some walnuts in there, and you can see it's mixed very well. Yeah, I've burnt chocolate chips in the microwave before. So I microwaved them too long and they did get really clumpy. So this was perfect. 60 seconds, a minute was perfect. All right, so it feels really thick. All right, we're gonna start putting it in our 8x8. And I'm just going to start pouring it down. All right, we just want to spread it out so it covers the 8x8 evenly. And again, the parchment paper is just so it's easy to take out of this dish. That way you can just pull it out, cut it while it's on the parchment paper. And there's no hassle with the 8x8. All right, doesn't have to be perfect, obviously. So we're going to go ahead and get this in the refrigerator for about an hour. It'll set, and then all you got to do is take it out and cut it. So, all right, we'll be back when it's ready. Okay, everyone, so the fudge has been sitting in the refrigerator for about an hour and a half now, so it should be well set. So we're going to go ahead and take it out. And you can see it just pulls out of there. And I don't have to watch this now. All right, so all we have left to do is cut it and eat it. So we're just going to cut it in pieces here. Then we're just going to cut it this way. And you can see they just come right off. So there's the walnuts in there. You can see what the inside looks like there. I don't know if that's focusing or not, but I'm going to taste it. Yep, it's fudge. I knew it would taste good. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of this and get it in a little container. And yeah, if you've never tried two ingredient fudge, definitely give it a try.